Hello guys, today I'm gonna show you how you can create this section. I'm not completely creating this section from scratch, but I will show you some tips and tricks how you can create this beautiful section. You can see we have some effect depth to the section, like you can see how we created the typography, for how we choose the font, subfont, and as you can see there are two cards in the section. Like if I start from top, you can see this is called section, and inside we have container. Like you can see a container, we always have to respect padding and margin. You can see we have 64 for the left and right, so it's breathing too, and it's we have to respect for this one. And after that we have another container which has we can say support and text, or we can also call it eyebrow text. And then we have heading, and then we have subtext, or we can call it maybe like paragraph, etc., but it's a body text font. And then we have two cards, and the cards we have, if you can see, if you watch it deeply, we have slightly added effects to these cards, like from the bottom to top. And you can also see there is a slight strokes to these, so in the black background we can see, so it's not blending with backgrounds. So I will start it from explaining from the heading, so you will see why the text or why the heading looks better. Let me show the panel of Figma. So if I click this one, now you can see, first let me show you how it's property. You can see it's the font size is 72 and its line height is 72 also. If I increase or decrease, it will lose its beauty. So if I increase it, you can see it's losing its beauty. Let me get it back. And then we have another thing that a lot of junior designer or young designer miss, the letter spacing. You can see we have the -3 for 72. If I put it to 0, then you will also see it will lose its beauty and depth we have added to the headline. So let me make it 0. You can see now it's look not quite good as it was, so let me bring it back to -3 or -4. You can keep it -3 or -4, it's up to you. And so you can see, and another thing, we have two pairs of font. The first one is UXUM, I don't know how to pronounce it, I don't know, Axum or something. And another one is, I think it's instrument serif, and it's italic. So it's italic and the font name is instrument serif, and 72. You can also see its property. The next one is, I think, it's enter display, and we also have letter spacing added to it, it's -1. Now let's and also you can see we always use we have to always use 8 numbers, like 4, 8 for padding, for size, etc. You can see we have 72, it's not, it's about 8. You can see we have a spacing of 24. Here we have spacing of 24. I think here we have spacing of 64. So you can see we are using multiple of 4 and 8. Now let's back to cards. If I start from here, let me double click it. You can see in property we have a slight stroke to it. You can keep it 8, 12 something around, but it should be like it should be so user could see it, not too much low or too much high. So it should just create a blending between it shouldn't be blend between background and the cards. So let me start again. So we have the color and stroke is 8, or probably I think it's weight is 1. Okay, now how we added a depth to it. It's just an image. You can see it's just image, and on the image we have another blur, so which creating depth and creating a beautiful progressive blur, or you can call it something like, you can see it's going deeper and deeper from top to bottom. You can see, let me show, we have 2 rectangle, let me call it, okay, I can call it 2 blur 2, and this is 1. Let me start from 1. You can see it has a 20, and let me, okay, you can see, let me, if I make fill 0, you will notice it. Okay, now let me show. It's a background blur. We have used a blur property for this one, and you can also see it's 100 from top and 0 from end. And we have a layer blur. We use the same progressive blur for layer blur and background blur. We have 0 and 100 from top and 0 from bottom. And for another one, you can see we use same value. Here you can see background blur 100 from 100 to 0, and this one again 100 to 0. So that's how you can create depth inside a card. If I remove it, you can see it lost the beauty, it lost the depth we have, it lost the effect we have, which making it beautiful. Let me show it again. Now you see again. Now let's come to this card. It's nothing, it's just a white rectangle with a 10% opacity, with a 20% stroke, and just with a blur. If I remove blur, you will notice it will lose the beauty, it will lose the effect. Let me just hide it. You can see it's just a white blur applied to a rectangle on an image. Let me bring it back. Now you can see it's again brought its beauty to the design. And another the last things we have in the cards, these lines, the progress lines. You can see we applied linear blur to it. Again, it's very easy. You can see we have applied linear color to it, and for this one too we have two linear colors. Here we have two, and for this one we have just a black color with a linear linear fill. You can see 13% opacity. You can keep it 12, 13, 16, 15, 16 something, and that's why it's bringing depth to it. You can see it's slightly going deeper and deeper. You can see on the card. Another thing, maybe you can notice how black, white. Sometimes we designers see images like, for example, if this is an image, not a design, then a designer will be confused, like how the designer is using this black, white, etc. But it's nothing. It's just a blur. The whole job is doing by blur. If I remove it, you can see it's in a tree, a sky, black sky, white stars, tree. So this blur creating depth and effect to it. Now let's back to this one. In this card we also have a image, and on image then we created a card. And if you can see, if I zoom it, in the card we have a beautiful effect. It's just with a color. Let me click it. If I show you, it's a linear color again, but here let me remove it so you will notice it. You can see it's creating a beautiful depth to the card, beautiful style, or you could call it effect to it, a white and a slightly darker shade on it. So it's nothing, it's just a color. Let me show. Completely white color, start from here to here, and then we have a same color but with a less opacity, like 66. If I increase it, you will see it will completely become a one fill color. Let me decrease again to 60 or 66. We'll see we have a beautiful effect. And then for this one too, you can see we have same thing, full white, and then we have 32, or let me increase this again. You will notice, yeah, we have just one color with the linear fill, and we just decrease its opacity to 30 or 30 something. And then again we have blur, the same we have done for this one, and the second one is 2. So if I change, let me change the images, you will notice how these adding blur or glass, etc., add the value to the design. If I change the images, it will have again same beauty on the design. Let me just take any images between this one. Just I'm copying this one, and maybe let's see how, let's check. Yeah, you can see again this is looking quite good. If I change for this one, we will change something unique so it don't look exactly the same. Or I will choose something like maybe green, or I don't know. Yeah, let's pick this one, or this, no, this one. Let's see how this will look. We will change this. You can see again, you will notice we have again a beautiful effect on these cards. You can see, I don't know you see in screen record or not, but I can see a white and a sky blue effect, and the same effect with the blur. You can see if I remove these two blur, you will notice how we will lose the effect. Yeah, you can see we have nothing. If I bring it back, yeah, you can see. So these are small tips and tricks. I'm sure that this will help you in designing your section or your cards. So I hope you will like this. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe this channel. I will bring more tips and tricks, and I will start soon creating landing pages, mobile app on this channel from scratch to end. So you will learn a lot of things in this channel. So please try on it. You can, I think you can exactly create this one and mention me in comment, or you can follow me on my Instagram as a UIX Amjad. So you can mention me there, you can tag me there, so I will check your design there. And you can try these what I did here. You can try these effects what I explained. So this will bring a lot of value to your design. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. See you soon.